Sorry about that. Just having a quick drink out. Hello, hi, greetings, welcome. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna make a start on the Endwalker stuff. I forgot that I was gonna press scroll lock before I went back in. A sleeping gentleman. Wait, I know you. We met in Quagani. You're that stone cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment. A connection. Not like the one I've got with her, of course, but I know I left an impression. Yep, that's the one. Hey, there's nothing creepy about my love. It's pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese stinko. But enough about me. This is about Mistress Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any signs of her. This close to giving up, but then, huzzah! I found her here in Radzatan. Normally I'd be happy to get back to playing the silent, invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no signs of waking up anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hopes of rousing him, to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he's kicked the bucket, but he'd seeing her like this is liable to work herself to death. So, what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over an alembic. And with that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go, quickly, save my beloved. Not gonna lie, my throat's a bit drier than expected. Well, not the best plan to do two Hildibrands in the same like 24-hour span. Fine though. Fine. And that should do it. Now take this medicine and... Oh, it's empty. Feels like it's been forever. Oh, definitely less than a year, I'm sure. Yeah, it's been like an afternoon. What brings you to Radzatan? Enjoying a spot of adventuring, or perhaps... And you've heard! It's true, Inspector Hildibrand's gone into hibernation again. Oh. Wait. You give me that look. The one that screams, what about this whole weird portal business? Alright, since you silently asked. So, back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and then he was forced to whisk us all far away? How that strange rift opened up, which the Inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him after that. Well, after that, we ended up in a bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectorial rift, then used the same trick to bring us home. Greg himself stayed behind though. Something about a score he had to settle. Not sure what it was about, but hey, you know Greg. Anyway, we're back now. The rub is that the Inspector Hildibrand hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time. We've got cases to solve. I'm trying my hand at this apothecary stuff, seeing if I can't make something that'll get him up and moving. But nothing seems to work. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Shakshoka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us, former evil mastermind. Not so bad once you get to know him. Chupacabra. Pleased. Pleased I am once... Pleased I am to meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Chupacabra, chairman of Sajatra Concern. Your distrust and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us has not contemplated enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world over to their whim? I pray you forgive me and my poor joke. Allow me to assure you that I am wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters. The sisters only know how long I'm a changed man. Naturally, I understand words alone would not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I have operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nashru's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping see her Inspector Hildibrand awakened and return to full health. And with that, if you would excuse me, I must see to other business. Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? Ah, but that's right. I just finished my latest medicine. Got high hopes for this new recipe. Was I ought to look at the Mandeville man myself? Or himself, even. By all means. The inspector is resting up in the room at the Karma. Awake or asleep, I'm sure I'd enjoy your company. Let's go. Notice there's a lot of bombs around here as well. Huh. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh no, wait, never mind. That is a bridge. Oh god, there's actually not a quicker route to it. Oh wait, no there is. I just even it straight in there. Makes it so much easier. Oh, Karma. Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra has taken care of everything, even paid the rent in full. Ah, but I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes? Study the sleeping inspector. Remove the cameras while they zoom in and out. Back to this section and examine it in more detail. The clip. The features belie what is. Closer glance, the sensitive mien of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear are designed are a design unique to House Mandeville. These shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth silk while smooth skin suggests it. Only on the rarest occasions does a man resort to violence. Troubling, his limbs are stiff and cold to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins. Inspector's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the scions who were summoned to the first for a time. Oh, finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the Inspector? Well, it's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal. You see, I mean, I don't. That's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? Well, we get his soul and we stuff it back in there. Return his soul to his body? But where did it go? What's it doing here? What's it doing there? Brother went to the first to become a gentleman of darkness, as you do. I see. Right, so you can go there? In that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with the people there. That's standard Agent of Inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildibrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep or having forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry, I prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it, and with that, you take care of that. Ooh, the Crystarium. I can also say I'm glad that I managed to get a little bit of money earlier. It'll probably be quite expensive going back and forth. That was N, okay. Yeah, I kind of like double tapped N and I didn't remember what was actually on N. I have still got 2 role quests to sort out here, aren't I? I've got the healer and the caster one. Well, we can return to those. Actually, potentially tomorrow. Welcome back, my friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman's sense tells me that's not why you're here. So, this friend of yours has gone missing. I'm sorry to hear that. Plenty of travellers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? Hume, burly, wears monocle, well-meaning idiot. Yes, that sounds familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling a horde of spectral warriors. Gio, come over here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. That's so. Make it quick. This ale isn't gonna drink itself. Or wait, you're one of the Exarch's friends. Warrior of Darkness. Or by our side when that glowing beep came to ruin our day. But we showed them, ha! But enough reminiscing. What's so important that you had to interrupt my regularly scheduled drinking? Now you mention it, I did see someone like that. Back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. First I thought he was going to attack me, like the rest of the spirit whatsits. But no, he just stood there, striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me. Damned if I could tell. Still, he was glowing. I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, "Hey!" Be off, ghost, and send him packing. Did he die, you ask? To which, I say, what am I, a chirurgeon? A chirurgeon? Also, I've kept my mug waiting long enough. Good talk. Can it be? The Warrior of Darkness? Oh, it's us too. I thought that was your voice, but I'm convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him some time now. There have been many sightings in Lakeland, you see. Bernard and I have been tasked to getting to the bottom of it. With little in the way of useful information, though. All I know is he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm. You discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried about his behaviour might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Bernard. Tempted he's come to track down a missing friend. Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. The man you're looking for might be one and the same. Then why not work together? Three's better, between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. It would be an honour, and a great help. We're just about to leave to gather, testimony as it happens. Come with us, and join us in Sullen when you're finished. We'll solve this mystery in no time. Warrior of Light / Darkness, looking for the Gentleman of Light / Darkness. I'll come back and I'll claim that. I'll claim the card that you have. It shall be mine. Yeah, I got a few earlier today. Gold Sochi. Card list, there is one. We got Kanye's Sentinel, wrong way. Did I get any other ones? I did. We got Kotokaze. We got Tansui and Hancock. I think that was all of it. Yeah. That were all of them. I believe Sullen was Lakeland. Yeah. As per, because we're doing the Hildibrand quest, we've got to buy the Hildibrand outfit. I went in Praetorium earlier and kind of forgot to change my outfit, so I was going around wearing that. Yeah, spear fishing, assault this zone. Got everything sorted. Regular fishing. Like fished in one area. The upside is, I think there's... Oh wait, no. I couldn't trade in the Cayman. I wrote to say that I could trade like all the things I caught in, but... No. Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest of Lost Shepherd, on my way to deliver fish from Hostile Imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt out in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first. Then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, put his fist to his head as if to say, I don't know. As if to say, I don't know. It was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else. Just like a door? No. Right. Where else are we looking? Where else are we looking? Oh. Oh, that fellow. I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmeld. I enjoyed one too many libations after my bath and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low. The sky turned dark. I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug on my arm. And would you believe it? This odd-looking man led me out of the forest and set me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck a pose and walked off. That sounds like our Hildibrand. Oh yes, I saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed by his, at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beast lurk in the forest, and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly. What we get from that is it's somewhere in the forest. Finished questioning the locals, have you? Are you able to learn anything? Only has the poser caused no harm, but he's even helped people? So, he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say. But there's no doubt to what we heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? Then that's where we'll look, shall we? Yeah, I cut that line in a little bit too quickly, so it just sounds weird. So let's go and have a look, shall we? And then you all walk off and you're like, ha 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 ha, that was a weird line read. The question is, can we see him? I don't think we can. At least not at present anyways. Well, here we are. Sorry about that. But how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods? Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of light, warrior of darkness. Show us what you've got in mind, and we'll back you up the best of our ability. This time we're going to do the Mandeville dance. From the Mandeville. Please tell me it works. Ark! What familiar, gentlemanly gyrations are these? It's just like a... Why's he got wings? The forgiven gentleman. Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting to dive and just go... Oh. They know what's up. Oh my god, it's a sin eater. No, wait, that's no sin eater. It's the Gentleman of Light. Gentleman of Light? Who is this Gentleman of Light of whom you speak? I am the forgiven gentleman, devourer of sins, light warden extraordinaire. You're not a sin eater. You're Hildibrand, the gentleman inspector. Inspector, sin eater, inspector, sin eater. You're acquainted with this, gentleman? Yep, he's from the source. Right then. Clearly your friend has been through a lot, but still. How did he get in the head he's a sin eater? Is there no way to bring back his memories? One of Nashu's special treats? Explosives? We're still trying to save him, right? Jesus. Keep the ball alive, keep the ball alive. Please tell me he's gonna spike it. Please tell me someone spikes it. It's us. We spike it. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love it. Why? We've killed him. Oh no, it's fine. Might need your help pulling him out, but you know, it's fine. I say, Sam today. I had resigned myself to Nashu's ungentle methodology. But you too, my brutish friend? never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple. Previously, I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering this bizarre shadow realm known as the Interspectorial Rift. Ah, my head. Oh yeah, they'll have it too, because I've got the echo as well. I forgot about that. Hmm? Where am I? Who am I? That sickening light. That aggressive posturing. I know what you are. You're one of them, aren't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven decking. Effective. They couldn't have done that during the dungeon or anything at any other time, I don't know, but effective. Just scared off with his butt wiggle. Run for your lives! It's a sin eater! A sin eater? I'll be damned. I saw a vision of the man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a sin eater. I saw it too. It was quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we? And why is it so purple? Oh, we're on the first. Like a reflection of the source. The first? The first of what? Are you telling me we've somehow travelled to an entirely different world? Yeah, pretty much. Good gods. I think I've transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. Alright. A soulful reunion. Well, I've enjoyed what time I've spent in this far-flung first. I can remember. We should probably be getting back to our own world soon. But you happen to know how we might go about doing that? Restore my soul with a spirit vessel? Say no more. Your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. Not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee. Which means our task is clear. We require the services of a skilled soul sommelier. I know a soul sommelier named Becklug. Splendid! I see that even in this world you rub shoulders with the cream. Let's pay this Becklug a visit. I'm not sure what you're planning to do with souls, but if you require Becklug's assistance, we can help. Aye, they've aided us time and again. I reckon they'd do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. I appreciate that Hildibrand isn't just like randomly running off. Yeah, not actually knowing which direction he needs to go. But like he seems like the sort of guy that'd be like, aha, I know where to go, and like leg it off in a random direction. And then somehow also be going the right direction. Tis just how I see Hildibrand. He's got a knack for finding the right ways. I'm gonna move that one down. And just move those around a bit. We want to go to Cabinet of Curiosity. With which we can probably find the people. Ready? I'll call for Becklug. Ah, the genius soul sommelier. You've come highly recommended by Samtedy. What an adorable little puppy you have. Oh, what? Puppy? I beg your pardon, there seems to be some confusion. Puppy? Who is this imbecile Samtedy? I've half a mind to dig a hole so I can throw him in it. But I presume he is a friend of yours? And one in need, no less. What? Another of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source? You've forgotten how complex and difficult it was the last time? Did you waltz in here and ask me to do this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat? His case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were. Well, we'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? Trusted to you by the crystal exarch, you say? Only he knew how much you were using it. Fortunately, I have epoxy on hand. I'll be able to use it to treat the patients at risk of I've been using it to treat patients at risk of transforming into eaters, but I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he's lacking in resilience, the chance he will not survive, that his very essence will be rent asunder. after what he's lived through, it would be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. Haha! Samtedy knows me all too well. I assure you, my good sommelier, who is most certainly not a dog. You needn't worry for Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Mandeville. Yes, I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried. And they have. Come along, then. Hildy... I can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 thanks. Simply point me towards a soul siphon and I shall hop right in. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted. You will be pleased to know that the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need do is take his spirit vessel back to the source, bring it in contact with his corporeal body, and awaken immediately with his souls and memory intact. If there's anything else, Ronald and I should be getting back to our duties. It's a pleasure, Samtedy. If all too brief, I won't pretend I understand even a fraction of what happened. I'm glad I was there for it. Till we meet again, rest assured that Thaler and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence. Alright then, that was rather short-lived over here. Back to Radzatan. Don't think we unlock like any emotes or anything from this one. Just because of the my goodness. I'm a little bit gassy today, I apologise. Yeah, just for the simple fact that... Where am I even going? That it's like got a brownish background as opposed to a blue one with like a plus. I'm assuming this one doesn't actually unlock anything about the relic stuff. We're back! Not a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands. The Inspector's soul is in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem now. The Inspector's body has gone missing. We went to the markets to do some shopping and when we came back he was nowhere to be seen. I double-checked that every door was locked when before we left. There's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in. We've got a case in our hands. A case of the evaporating Inspector. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's start looking for witnesses. What about these two? These two not witnesses? Alright, the vase. Did I see anyone getting carried out of that house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock taking to take note of any comings and goings. There couldn't be more help. Alright, my bad. Didn't see anyone carrying a person out of that house, no. But I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy he strained to lift it. Didn't think much of it at the time, but now you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. Ah, there you are. This man says he has vital information that might help us in our investigation. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delian, Editor-in-Chief of the Thavnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena of our isle. Your companion shared with me the news of your friend's disappearance, and I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident. But I fear you may not like the answer, for the kidnapper is not of this star. They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse. They're descending, curious, saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our buildings, our very bodies. You shudder, no doubt, as you realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could, and it is. Your dear friend, the Inspector, has been abducted by aliens. Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand us better. You poor deluded child. That they do, but to what end? What else? Why else? That they might one day take over our world. Is he with the rabbits? What is worse? They plot to do so with the aid of collaborators, for the Shallians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information. Oh god, I've just noticed him there. Oh. Why? Why are you there? Of all places you could be. Why right there, I can't not see you now. Providing the aliens with vital information on our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their regime. The final days was also the work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos, that our world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. I had hoped that the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions. It would seem events have only emboldened them. They are indeed carrying out abductions here in Radzatan. Even as we speak, your friend lays prone on a sterile bed in the base of the surface of on the surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. Ah, but I have said too much. I must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our world is at stake. I feel like he might have kidnapped them. Either he's kidnapped them. Oh no, that sounded awful. We have to go to the moon and save the Inspector at once. At least he got the floppy ears part right. You don't think the Inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? If not them, then who's probing him? A man carrying a suspiciously large sack. That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around. Alright, so in true Endwalker style, we've got to talk with people with an ally next to us. Oxidora. Pariga and his family are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and long snouts. Long snouts too. Longer than anyone I've met in Eosia. No one can lead us to Inspector Hildibrand? There'll be that man with a large sack. I know it. Yep, definitely not the one that kidnapped him. Definitely the one that'll lead us to him. The man with the sack? Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed. Very hard to be inconspicuous he was. descended to the Alzadal path, then went over to the fountain where he met a merchant, I believe. What a hefty sack it was. My mind was racing with the possibilities of what it might contain. That had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down that merchant. Alright, we're going down and round. One Nashu! We must away! So I'm probably just hijacked him in order to try and sell his shoes and stuff. It's incredible, isn't it? Reminds me of that giant statue of Lord Godbert at the Gold Saucer. Once the inspector's back on his feet, we'll have to show him. Sure. Definitely reminds me of the statue of Lord Godbert at the Gold Saucer. 100%. A man with a large sack? You bet I saw him, in fact. Sold him my chocobo. At first I told him to get lost. The bird and I go way back and so forth, but he was in a hurry. His offer was very generous. When you're in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental. I can now buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos. Did he say where he was planning to go next? He was muttering something about having to get Saltwind's welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. A long way to go on foot, never mind with the sack. You hear that, Empty? Need to get head to Saltwind's welcome right away. Where is Saltwind's welcome? That's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. As they say, onwards and forwards. Here we are, which means the mystery man with the mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled. Over there! That man is definitely up to no good. Maybe he's waiting for a co-conspirator. Should stay out of sight and see what happens. Ah, Mr. Chupacabra. He expressly told us he had put the evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he? The goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well, your payment as promised. My client will be most pleased. Oh no! Is he going to feed the inspector to that giant sea monster? It's an honor and a pleasure, as always, Dr. Luque. I have faith this specimen will meet your satisfaction. So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world? The Mandeville Man? None other is weathered countless explosions, had a multitude of martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. It's even said he survived the journey to Dalmood itself, and survived the Lesser Moon's fall with nary a scratch. Most fortunate for us, has fallen into a coma from which which I am sure he will never wake. You are free to do with his body as you please. Wee hee hee! Even the mighty of warriors can't fight while asleep. Those meddlers have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel. But my next child will be invincible with this body. Mine to command. With this body mine to command, I will exact a bloody, glorious revenge. Forgive my boldness, Dr. Luque. But when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid. Worry not. The Telophoroi gone for good. The vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth, my loyal minion. And I shall gladly accept the spoils, Doctor, and resolve never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I shall suffer no comeuppance. Except we inspectors. No, not you! Not now! Bah! I must away! Please tell me he's not taking the inspector with him. Yep, he's taking the inspector with him. But wait, Dr. Luque, my payment! Wake up, Inspector! Yeet. Could it be? The world's no longer purple. Stop moving, damn you! You're supposed to be the comatose centerpiece for my glorious revenge. Please tell me that's a self-destruct button. Hi, Ruth. Oh. Oh, hold on. Jump off. Alright. How am I this evening? I'm doing alright. How are you this evening, Ruth? Oh god, where's he going? Is he actually going to land on the moon? Nope. Not again! Fair enough, fair enough. I will be, yeah. No. Why the kiss sound effect? He's fine. There he is. Completely fine. I'd say that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to, but more importantly, after a brief detour, I find myself in my own world once more. Yeah, no worries. Catch you later, Riff. Hope you have a nice sleep. My most sincere apologies for causing you so much trouble. My loyal assistants. But rejoice, for Hildibrand, agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Okay, so this is actually going to be a plotline. Okay then. Oh, what were they called? It's like uppers or something. Wait, Inspector! I knew it! An alien abduction, and to think I would have the chance to witness one with mine own eyes. This month's issue of the Thavnarian Truth shall be the best one yet. Just when I thought we finally had the Inspector back, off he went, and then came back, and then floated off again. Didn't look like they went to the moon though. Looked like they went over that way. The moon's up that way. Hmm. No, it's not the first time he's taken to the skies without warning, but still. It's always a little disappointing. Still, there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Radzatan. It's not even night time anymore. I can't even see where the moon is. I haven't even got a moon right now. Side quests. Nope, maybe not that one. Okay, maybe I don't know where these... Oh, no, it's actually Hildibrand quests. With that, it sorts it by the category name as opposed to level. So 50, 60, 70, 90, 60. Does this lead to Rods at Hand? It does. No preference, we got a lot of Rods at Hand. An awful lot of Rods at Hand. Okay, so it's just back to the Aetheryte Plaza, that's fine. As for tomorrow, because we've done like 2 lots of a lot of reading in a row, might do like dungeons and stuff, you know, to get the tombstones from this current event. Oh, Inspector, why have you left me again? Where have you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance again. And don't you worry, Santity. As soon as I have a lead, you'll be the first to know. Till next time. Meanwhile, in Mare Elementorum. Oh, they actually are taking them to the moon. Alright. I think you can get a card of these in Final Fantasy VIII. It's like after Bland Gardens moved. Pretty sure you can encounter them by the... Well, that was shorter than I expected, but I think there may be more Hildibrand quests coming later because they're required for the relic quests. So we'll come back to this at a later date. Yeah. Been an incredibly short stream, like an hour and 15, but I think we'll end it here. We'll come back on later, and we'll try and get some more tombstones. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking if you have been, and I shall catch you next time. Bye now.